What's going on, people? It's me, Jay Fresh, South London in the building. I'm here with an artist who quite simply creates bangers.
Definitely. Pounds in the building, guys.
Pounds, you stole the intro from me, bro. It's good to have you here, man. You just create bangers. Good to meet you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you too, bro.
Now, listen, it's a very busy day for you. Your very first press day.
Yeah.
I know you've been meeting a lot of broadcasters, a lot of DJs. Certain DJs, they have that wavy name that makes them stand out.
Yeah, definitely. Jay Fresh. The best one I've heard so far.
Wicked, man. Now, this is the first time we've connected, so I'm going to kind of go from the start.
Yeah.
So what are your kind of earliest memories of music? Maybe as a kid in the house? What kind of music were you exposed to at a very early age?
I was exposed to, let me be straight up with it, was exposed to like Ja Rule, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Aaliyah.
Wow.
So yeah, these kind of artists, it was straight in
and
there,
a nice range of artists there as well. Because I know when we talk about the kind of artists who musically influence you, I know before you've name checked like Cartel and Popcorn and Drake and a few others. So especially with kind of Popcorn and Cartel, and of course with Drake as well, like with your records, the way you sit on the beat. Yeah. You're in it. The flow is there. So I have to tell you that, bro. Like,
thank you.
It's heavy. So keep up the good work, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Now, over the last 2-3 or so years, you've been releasing records. Yeah. Not a huge amount of tracks, but a couple. There's been that momentum as well. When for you did you feel like things are really starting to move now?
So I felt it at two moments, innit? It felt like things are starting to move when obviously I first did a Black Box, and
that got a lot of shine for you.
Like public community shine, like people in my area. Do you get me? And then obviously I released my first music video, which I wanted to get 30,000 views on, but it ended up hitting 250,000, and that was going, that was Skeng Man Pounds. You get me? And that track was basically just to say who I am, like raw Pounds. You get me? But so I felt like I could do something with music, you know. But these times I still wasn't fully educated of what music could actually do or what the scene actually was. So like now again, Thot is like a rebirth. Do you get what I mean? It's just fresh, it's new, it's just it's everywhere. The homage, the vibe, everything, the love is crazy. It's mad. And
it seems like the right time to talk about that track, Thot. I mean, firstly, to have a record that connects with so many people across just society, it's a track that's bigger than just a genre of music. It's a very hard thing for people to achieve.
Exactly.
But you've done it, bruv.
I know.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And one thing that I do like about your the way you carry yourself and your online presence is naturally there's a lot of videos, people performing the track that's appeared online. So I need to ask you, bro, what chain of events has to happen before you're at a wedding party in front of an old school London bus and they're all doing the Thot? What has to happen to get to that point? My mind is blown.
I don't know, you know. So you're talking about the video that came out that went viral. Basically, obviously, what happened was obviously me and Greg and that we planned to link up and get a little promo clip for Instagram, innit? Just by myself doing the Thot dance and just to get things going, innit?
Of course, yeah.
And then whilst we was taking that video, all I could hear in the back was hey, and a lot of clapping and that, like cheering, like people egging me on.
Sick.
So when I've turned around, I've seen it's a wedding bus. Yeah, I've seen it, believe it or not.
This massive red old school London bus, you didn't notice it.
I've seen it because they pulled up whilst I was taking a little clip. Yeah, that's what it was. So then obviously Greg was like, Pounds, I think you should go over there and get a video with them. But I wasn't really on it. I was like, nah. And then obviously he's went over there now and told them that I want to get a video with them, innit? And there was actually on it. So we thought, let's do it then, innit?
Put it together.
Yeah, so it's just motivated me to take the video with them. Then I showed them the dance, how to do it briefly. Surprisingly, they knew how to do it straight away. So yeah, we just
one take, no rehearsals.
One take, no rehearsals. We caught it on camera, so we just lit, man. And then it went viral from there.
So not only is it dope that it went viral, and I love the fact that you just like threw yourself in there and just went, let's just do it. But I only noticed this like having watched it many times. There is a woman in the back who's holding a baby.
A baby.
See, when I saw that bit, I was like, this looks organic and natural. This looks real. Like, it can't be real that a mother is just there with a baby. Maybe she's had a few glasses of champagne in the wedding party. But that's the effect you're having, bro. That's
what I'm
mad.
saying. It's crazy, innit? Even when I look at it, I'm thinking, like, how did I manage to get these people involved? It's nuts.
That's why it's important that you capture so much, and you do that with your socials. You're very active on that. So going back to the record, Just before we started the interview, you know, we discussed about it being the very first charting record for you.
Yeah.
And for you, when did you first find out that the record had charted, was about to? Did you get like a message or a call from G-Fresh or someone saying, you know what, midweek, this is flying, we've got a chance here?
Yeah. G-Fresh and Stefan, that they kind of updated me because we got our little group chat in it where we stay interactive with everything that's going on. So yeah, they just updated me, letting me know like, raw POUNDZ, keep pushing. You get me?
So when you got that message,
it was like raw, like, do you get what I mean?
We're
like,
close.
That
Keep
excitement
going.
was just, it was mad. So I was just on the Snapchat, on the Insta, like, guys, keep streaming.
Sick.
And then yeah, we just managed to break through into the top 40, man.
And it's fully deserved. And you've just said, is it now starting to dawn on you like what a record that charts can do, what that means, the opportunities, the doors it can open? Because maybe you didn't know that from before.
Yeah, I didn't know that from before, innit? And it's just like the bigger the song gets, the more support you bring. You pick up more supporters, and it's mad, man. Like, it's proper sick.
More doors, more opportunities open, which is great, man. Obviously, there's a very successful video that goes with the track.
Yeah.
And I've noticed in the video there are some women in there.
Yeah.
So I want to know, how do you select the women to feature in that video?
Basically, so Greg and that got in contact with these models and that, and they was just basically, they know how I'm a bit specific on what I want in it. Like,
is that a look?
Yeah, but no. But obviously, the main thing was to have big back things in it in the video, just doing their thing everywhere recklessly.
Reckless. You executed it well in the video, brother. I love the honesty, because sometimes I ask people, they're like, no, we just needed to have a few of our people and do our thing, but you're just like reckless women with curves.
Definitely.
Well, you
pulled it off, innit?
You done it. You executed it well, my friend.
Thank you.
Now I know that outside of performing music, you like to go to bashment parties.
Yeah.
So when you're in the bashment party, bear in mind I'm a DJ and DJs can't dance, so DJs just send the DJ box. They get no female attention. Yeah. You know, when you're in there in the bashment party, how do you select a girl to dagger?
The energy. Obviously, if you like the look of her, then you're gonna be drawn to her, innit? But she gotta have that certain waist movement as well. It's all about controlling in the bashment parties, you get me? We're not talking PS4 pads or nothing like that. Different type of controlling.
Okay, so you gotta hold it in.
Yeah.
So for you, when was the last time you went to Jamaica?
I've actually never been, you know.
Really?
Nah.
I thought you'd been when you was younger.
Nah, you know, I've actually never been. It's just, I'm just a strong cultural person, innit? Like, with like my mum, my grandma and that, my granddad, like, they're just like Jamaican.
So with that kind of connectivity and culture that you just said, is a trip over there on the cards?
Definitely.
Like, just to experience,
I was supposed to go
and
this
do
year
music?
as well. I was literally supposed to go, but obviously Thot just had his own ideas, innit, and just decided to blow up. So I had to stay in here.
A little bit earlier on, you mentioned Stefan and G-Fresh.
Yeah.
So in terms of the people around you at the moment giving you advice, what's the kind of best advice you've been given at the moment at this stage of your journey?
Best advice? Ooh. I mean, I've always been a level-headed person, innit? Like, I know what I want to do, so I'm trying to think of best advice. That literally, the best advice is to just them telling me stay in the studio, innit? Do you know what I mean? Because I found myself making more bangers that I haven't even released yet. So that's the best advice I've been given. So
you now, bearing that in mind, you're now in a situation where you've got loads of records, loads of tracks in the can ready to go. So I know that you tend to write and release a track, and then whilst that's there, you're there doing the next one, and so on and so forth. So there is like that momentum, which is so important.
Definitely. Like, you never want to slow down, never.
No. And if you're sat on a lot, does that mean you've got like a larger project on the way, like an EP or a mixtape or something bigger?
1000%. Because I've never actually been in this position where I have like numerous amount of tracks, like which are not good songs. I'm talking great songs.
Yes.
Do you get me?
Yes.
That's the level I always, like, every time I write, you got to be true to yourself, innit? Not because you wrote it is sick. You got to sit there and be like, nah, it's not good enough. Like, you could do better. That's how I knew Thot was a banger, because I saw it as, this is a great song, you know. And then for it to do what it's doing now, it's just like, I was right. Do you get me?
Yeah, that's wicked, man. Well, we look forward to a larger body of work, but especially with Thot, you asked me before as well, what was my honest opinion?
Yeah.
And as someone who plays hip hop and grime, and that tempo and energy, it's just everywhere right now.
Exactly.
As soon as I heard it, I was like, this is been slapped straight in the mix. It's going to do the thing. Because I actually recently, I was at Fire in the Park in Sheffield, trying to avoid the mud, and 2 weeks ago I was playing at Eskimo Dance in Bristol.
Is it?
So you came on in Bristol and performed. So I was right behind the decks watching the full energy of the crowd.
Mad.
And people are really connecting with that, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
How is that for you travelling around the country now and seeing yourself, the reaction to that track?
Exactly. That's the most hard-hitting thing. Like that's when reality hits you, innit? Like, it's just like, raw, like, am I able to do this? Like, reach out to these kind of people and get them engaged with my music. So it's inspiring at the same time, innit? To go harder and do more, achieve greater things. It's proper nice, man.
I mean, an obvious question would be now at this stage of the year, let's look back and see how 2019 has been for you. But I already know the answer. Because Thot is flying. Thot is flying. Now, you haven't done that many interviews, have you?
No, never.
So, obviously, meeting different types of interviewers, different settings is a new experience for you.
Yeah.
Now, I've seen an interview of you online with a guy called Classical Kyle.
Amazing.
And I have to say, I thought you held it down so well.
Thank you very much.
Because I think if you haven't seen it, go see it. It's mad crazy. It's mad crazy. Because some people, I think, would just be like, enough, I'm walking out.
Yeah.
And other people would just sit there and be like, well, this is just a joke, it's dead.
Yeah.
But you actually fully engage with everything that's going on.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the strongest ones out there. You look like you was really enjoying that.
Yeah, it was just funny, innit? Like, it was a whole laugh. Yeah.
Did you have any idea what you were letting yourself in for?
Nah.
You hadn't seen any of the previous ones?
I think I've came across clips, but I haven't actually sat down and looked at them. Like, I haven't viewed them. Yeah.
Wow. Well, again, there's a range of questions being thrown at you that I think only Classical Kyle could ask.
True.
It's mad. We get into that time of year where Christmas is just around the corner. So for you, what represents a good Christmas?
What represents a good Christmas? Just you know, like, good Christmas music, you know, like how Mariah Carey's got All I Want for Christmas. So when you hear that, you just know it's Christmas. You know what I mean?
Have you heard it often already? I've heard it for the last couple of weeks.
No, I haven't heard it yet. You know,
I've heard it in shops.
At all. Is it?
Start of November.
Maybe I need to get in the shops more then. Come out the studio for a little bit, have a little breather.
So when you hear Mariah Carey,
you know it's Christmas.
What other bits and pieces? Is it certain families, certain friends you don't connect with until it's Christmas time? Food?
The food, definitely. It's like you see, the amounts of food is crazy, man.
And what
it's
kind
like you're at a festival.
What kind of food are we talking about in your household?
We're talking about lobster.
Lobster?
Yeah.
Mad.
Trust me.
I'm bringing a plate. I've had lobster all year and you're like, this is what we have at Christmas.
Yeah, my mum likes to go ham still. We get the lobster, we get steak, we get lamb, we get turkey. Yeah, we just have like a range, it's mad.
And how many people are having this food?
About at least a good 10 of us.
I'm gonna say.
Yeah. So it's mad, man. Proper sick.
Plenty to go around. To go around, bruv. One thing that I do really like about you. How old are you? You're a young adult.
You see that? You see that one? The silence just went zoom.
I had to ask. But what I'm saying is, as a young man, as a young adult, you do seem very humble. You seem very in touch with what's going on. You seem very focused.
Yeah, definitely. You have to be focused, man. Like, never get ahead of yourself, innit? Like, pace yourself. Always believe that there's new achievements that you can still hit. Like, you're never at the top, innit? Do you know what I mean?
And as difficult as it is, especially when there's a lot around you, it's avoiding all the distractions, good and bad, just staying out of that and staying focused on what you're doing.
Literally.
So for you, how important is it for you to never give up?
Never give up is very, very, very important, because there were times where even friends around me thought, like, the boat sailed for me, innit? Like, I'm not gonna blow a music, innit? But
really?
Yeah, man. Like, I found that out like about 4 months ago. Like, this is before Thot. My friends are like, like, I'm proud of you, you know. Like, I didn't think you'd get this far. I'm not gonna lie. But obviously, it's nice to hear, innit? Because it's like, like, I changed your mind, rude boy. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, never give up, man. Trust me, man. You can't let someone else tell you what you're gonna be, or they can't dictate your future. Do you know what I mean? Like, I beat the odds, and I'm just gonna beat more odds. Do you get me?
Definitely. Well, I sense that energy and vibe off you anyway, as well as the music being very, very strong.
Yeah.
So listen, thank you for joining us today, man.
Thank you very much for having me, man.
And if you'll let me, I will bring a plate to Christmas because I want some of that lobster
Definitely.
from POUNDZ. Can we do that?
We can do that still.